Hello and welcome to the Prisma ORM Query Fundamentals course. My name is Xander. This tutorial is part of a whole course playlist, which you can access for free on YouTube. For deeper learning, the extended course is available for purchase at Udemy. You'll find all the resources and links in the video description. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly promotions, discounts, and Udemy course giveaways. Okay, so next up is bulk updates. So this is updating multiple records. So this is going to be used when you need to update multiple records at once without selecting them first. Okay, so I've made a new endpoint. This is the category update many endpoint. So we're going to pass in the request data. We're going to send a response and we're going to capture any information sent by the client in the body. So the name, parent ID, is active, and level fields. And of course, you can change this depending on the operation you want to perform. Right, like we did before, this is going to be an array of data. So we want to, first of all, check to make sure that the array is not empty. Okay, and then we're going to return a status if it is. Now notice here that we are checking names. So we are expecting the user to supply multiple names in this endpoint. And the whole point of this endpoint is that we capture those names and then we update those names that are connected to category records with the additional information that's been supplied. So in this tutorial, we're going to pass in a few category names, and then we're going to change the isActive to false, for example. Right, so we check that the names, that we have multiple names passed in, or one or many, and then we're going to go ahead and this time use update many method. So here we have aware and the data. So that's what we supply, update many in this case. So here's the condition. So what we're doing here is we're going to look for any category in the category table where the name meets one of the names that have been included by the client. Right, so let's give this a go. Let's go back into our Express container like before. Let's go ahead and create our documentation, and now we can hopefully see the endpoint for this. This is going to be called update many. Now the problem we've got here is that we don't actually know, we cannot actually see what data we have in the category table. And indeed, if you've just started watching this tutorial without the previous tutorials, you wouldn't have created any categories. So what you can do is head over to the bulk insert, and here I've loaded up some new categories, A, B, and C. So I definitely don't have that in my database, and you can I've set the isActive to true for all of them. So let's go ahead and first of all insert that into our database. So it looks like that was successful. So now we can use our update many. Let's try this out. We now know the names. So here I've loaded up the data, names A, B, and C. So that's going to be the names of the categories that I'm trying to change. We don't need the parent ID. And then we're going to change to false. Remember, they were set to true before when we inserted them. So let's give that a go. And now it looks like we've updated these successfully. Right, so for anyone who would like to take a look at the data now in our Prisma Studio, I'll show you that. That is the example of update many. Right, so let's take a look at the Prisma Studio. So if you've forgotten how to access it, just open up the commands.md. Remember, we need to first of all start the Prisma Studio. So go back into the Express container and then just run in the exec here, just run npx Prisma Studio. That should now allow us to access the studio. Give that a go. Okay, so now we can access the category table. We have 9 records. So the last 3 records we inserted was A, B, and C, remember? So those are the records there, and you can now see that inactive was actually updated. Now that we have some data in the category table, I can show you the filter option. So eventually you might have multiple tables here, and it can be obviously very hard to scroll down multiple pages to find the data you want. So there is a filter option here. So we can add a new filter. So where, for example, the name equals to A. We know there is a category with name A, and you can see that it automatically then filters that out and shows you the record. So that can be a good way of filtering and just viewing records that you might want to look at and change, of course, because now I can just double click here and I can just go ahead and make those change. I will need to press save to make that change, and that should then save that record in the category table. So you can see now we've changed the name. So this tool can be useful for quick changes we want to make with the data in the database. Of course, there are more advanced features found in other packages, software that we can use to interact using a UI, but this does offer us some useful tools when developing small, medium-sized databases. So we've now seen an example of update, upsert, and update many. We have only covered a small amount of examples so far, but what we have learned can be applied to all of the tables here in the database, so inserting and updating data. All that we need to remember is that some tables will have relationships, and it might mean that other data must exist before, like example here in the products table, if we were to insert a product, we need to make sure that a category exists first.